Hi guys, welcome to Sports Maestros TV, where we give you the latest development in the world of sports and where we deliver quality content. Today we are going to be talking about Bayern Munich's sack of Julian Nagelsmann and the appointment of Thomas Tuchel. So before we get into it, we want you to click on the subscribe button, the notification button, so you can get our quality content as soon as they drop. We also want you to like our video. Yeah, that being said, Wale, we got the breaking news on Friday. Tuchel is now the new boss of Bayern Munich and Nagelsmann have been sacked. What do you think about that?
Yeah, you know, Randy, when you hear that a coach is asked to leave football, it's everyday news. You just don't expect that a coach who is doing as well as Julian Nagelsmann is currently doing will be asked to leave. He won the Bundesliga last season. He's only second by a point. And that's the next match with Borussia Dortmund. You know, the last two seasons in the Champions League too, he has advanced from the group stages with a maximum total of 18 points. This season without even conceding any goal. Never mind that Barcelona and Inter were in the same group as Bayern Munich. So you look at it, what else do you expect in a manager?
You know, if we go by what Oliver Kahn said the reason for his sack is because they have not been performing successfully. They have been less successful and less attractive in our football. So they have, I believe they have their own reason. Also looking at the score and the results, the past 10 games that have been against them, they've only won 5 out of the last 10 games. That is not a typical Bayern Munich. A typical Bayern Munich wants to win almost every match. So you are talking about 8 games, 2 draws in 10 games, for example. So a 5 win out of 10 games is poor by Bayern Munich standard. So I can understand where they are coming from.
Okay, so I like to enter Oliver Kahn's head and see reasons with him. You sack your manager because of the last 10 games, the manager that won the league last season. You sack your manager because of the last 10 games, the one that just sent out PSG from the Champions League, winning both legs. How does it add up? Really? Do you where do you ever sack a manager because of the last 10 games, especially with the success that Bayern Munich, even under Julian Nagelsmann, have recorded? So for me, this knee-jerk reaction in football, and I talk about it all the time. And the first casualty is always the manager. This knee-jerk reaction, a lot of people have come up with reasons as to what may have happened. Some people are saying, oh, perhaps they don't believe that Julian Nagelsmann can actually, beat Man City in the quarter-final stage. And so they wanted someone who is proven to have defeated. These are speculations. Perhaps there have been some rancor. And then they felt it was time for Nagelsmann to go. Whichever way, it's not palatable. Whichever way.
How is this for statistics? For this season, he has won 60% of the matches this season. That again, by Bayern Munich standard, is not good enough. You agree with me?
He has won 71.4% of all matches in the last 1.5 seasons. That is better than your Vikings, and that was the man that delivered their treble.
But let us just leave that to our viewers. If you have anything to say about that, you can add that in the comment section. Yes. Now, there's no point crying over spilled milk.
All right.
Tuchel is now the manager. What do you think about Tuchel? How well do you think he's going to handle that team?
We know Thomas Tuchel. From Borussia Dortmund to PSG, then to Chelsea. What do I expect from any Thomas Tuchel team? An immediate bounce. So I expect that, that match against Borussia Dortmund, I expect that it will be a Bayern victory. I hope that they are able to get the better of Man City in the Champions League. They have a game with Freiburg in the DF Pokal. Perhaps they will also win that. So you expect that immediate bounce. You expect that shot in the arm anytime that Thomas Tuchel gets to the team. So I see that in Bayern Munich. I see them finishing the season very strongly, and I fear for maybe as from the middle of next season, that is when the tiredness, the weariness, because Thomas Tuchel is a coach that wearies the team. That is where when the falling out begins, and that is where I begin to see challenges in his managerial career as a Bayern.
So far, in the Champions League, Tuchel has proven himself. He won the Champions League with Chelsea in 2021, a year before he got to the final with PSG.
Alright.
So we know him to be good at man management. We know him to be able to work with superstars. And I believe once he gets into this team, you are going to see a drastic change in that team. You are going to see a Bayern Munich that play with much more compactness. We know Bayern Munich to be compact when it comes to defending balls out of the possession and be ruthless when it comes to attacking and scoring goals. That is the Bayern Munich always known. It's not just all about attacking and not defending. They are very, 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 very tight when it comes to their defense. They hardly concede goals.
For me, no doubt, Thomas Tuchel will bring a lot of intensity. There will be so much energy in this Bayern team. It's not a Bayern team that's short on energy anyway, but we just expect that we'll be seeing more of that. I seem to like Bayern under Nagelsmann. The press, the way they have been able to evolve post Lewandowski, how everybody keeps putting in their shifts, the new players, everybody in the attack line is just a potent threat, anytime they have the ball. I like that. I also thought, before he sacked, that he was on to achieve great things this season. Well, I don't know.
Well, before Tuchel's arrival, I was thinking the match between Manchester City and Bayern Munich was actually tilting in Manchester City's favor, probably 60-40. But with Tuchel in the team now, I can now see balance. I can see a 50-50 chance between both of them. And I believe Tuchel, with what he brings on board, compact out of possession, stifling the opposition, I believe it is going to be a very, very difficult quarterfinal for Manchester City and Guardiola.
No doubt. Any fixture between Bayern Munich and Man City will bring out the best of both teams and the best of both managers, whoever is at the helm. But before now, I also felt that Bayern have a chance. Even before now. Look at how Julian Nagelsmann started. Hoffenheim, RB Leipzig. He's always been that, the youngest manager in the Bundesliga. Even with Leipzig, he got to the semi-finals. It's not that he's a shrinking violent. He's also a coach or a manager who has made a name. So even at that, with Nagelsmann, it wasn't that Bayern would just fall on their back and allow Man City to run over.
I see Wale is so passionate about Nagelsmann, but we're so sorry. The harm is gone already. He's no longer the coach of Bayern Munich. We have to live with that. We have to accept that Tuchel is now the coach. Then one more thing, we have to also look at Tuchel's statistics. He is the best PSG coach ever. Because if you look at the statistics under PSG, he won the highest number or percentage of games in his time with PSG. 81% of the games. He
won what every other person won. So he won what Carlo Ancelotti won. He won what Pochettino. So one makes him the best. In terms
of percentage.
Until at PSG, the Champions League is the only grade. Until a manager delivers that, it's just part of the crowd.
There you have it, our viewers. We would like to know what you think about this particular topic. Leave a comment in the comment section, and don't forget to like this video. At the same time, don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification button so you can get our content as soon as it drops. We've come to the end of this session. Thank you, Wale, for today's session of Sports Maestros TV.
If I can add, as we round up, give football managers a chance. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Sports Maestros TV signing out.